Hi, my little chiquito baby cutie boy.
Yeah.
Beck said
Good
good morning,
morning.
good evening, good night.
Good morning, good evening, good night, good day, whenever you're listening, right?
Hi, chicken nug.
You see those blue eyes?
Yes. Hi,
Crazy.
chicken nug.
Mm,
Oh, he just wants loves and cuddles.
yeah,
Mm,
that's my boy.
he's such a sweetie. I love this age. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I
It's
love
not
little
my
baby.
favorite. This is the age that I love to snuggle other people's babies and give them back. But
Yeah,
find me again when they're like 18 months. They can walk
yeah.
and somewhat
I'm
talk.
sure I'll feel differently when it's my baby, like all the time, but like other people, ugh, I just love it.
Who is that? Isn't
I
he so
can't wait to
big?
see if he looks more like you as he gets older because I don't see you in him just yet.
Oh my God, he's identical to my baby pictures.
Really?
Identical. Like you can't tell them apart.
I need to see the baby pics.
What are you doing?
You sweet
What
baby.
are
Look at
you
those
doing?
cheeks. See, their jowls are cute on babies, but they're not cute on adults. That's why I had surgery. You know what I mean? Like
No,
his
I
heavy cheeks, like the heavy cheeks. They're cute on babies.
He's like, what are you talking about my cheeks for?
He looks like the boss baby right now. Back to work today. Um, and by work, I mean podcasting with my besties.
I really just missed you so much, and I know I said that last time, but it's great to have you back.
Thanks. It's great to be back with you.
It's great to be back on our shit.
It is. And I have so many plans for the fall. Like, I want to do lots of stuff. I want to leave my comfort zone, AKA my house. Merch is officially out. I know we said that at the end of the last episode, but we're here to remind you that the merch is out.
Let me tell you this. I had, yeah, merch is out. I had, sometimes you just have a really good scrolling session on TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
I've been let down by TikTok a lot lately. Like, I've just been having, like, not great experiences.
Same. That's what I was
Yeah.
just about to say when I said, but I have been scrolling. I'll give it 5 minutes and I'm not getting some good stuff. Like I'm getting really shitty stuff that I don't care about. And I'm like, we got to figure this out. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I agree. I give it 5 minutes. And then if nothing's good, I'm just going to go back to reading because that's why I cut out scrolling in the first place.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, but I did like I had like a really good like an hour-long scroll session of like
Okay.
laughing and crying and
Yeah.
like it was just like, wow, this is great. What a great scroll session. My other problem with TikTok is what happens to me is I'll have a random TikTok pop up of someone like I don't want to interact with for personal reasons, right? We don't agree, whatever it is. There's this one guy that pops up on my TikTok and he keeps popping up because I spend 10 minutes reading the comments. So in the background, like he's playing and it that my algorithm thinks that I want to like see him, but I don't. But then it's my own fault because I spend time in the damn comments reading the comments.
I actually hate that too because like I'll see something good or funny or whatever, like it, maybe read the comments, and then that's all I see on my timeline. And I'm like, I literally don't care that much. Like, yes, the one video I liked was funny, but like I don't want 1,200 more of them. And like I get frustrated because then I'm like not seeing content that I want to see. I'm seeing shit that is related to one thing that I liked. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, can we get a hold on this?
Yeah, I literally couldn't agree more. And I like we've talked about this before. They need to monetize comments because like people are so fucking funny.
No. But you know what? I need, if there was a way, because you know how if you go on TikTok and you are reading your own comments, you can reply to a comment in a video.
Mm,
There needs to be a way that people can reply to a video with a video. Like I think they can, like if they like stitch it or whatever. There has to
yeah,
be another way because those comments that you see in the comments that are like 100,000 likes. Like sometimes the comments are funnier than the video, and like I will just go for the comments.
Like so funny. Like people are just like, and then like I read them and I'm like, how are people this funny? Like this is so quick and witty.
But maybe also those are the same people that like don't want to be face to camera, so they're like funny in the comment.
Yeah,
But like they
like
should monetize them.
they're behind the scenes.
If your comment gets over 5,000 likes, like add a couple cents to their freaking
Yeah,
shit.
toss them a bone.
Like give them some reason to continue to be on this app and be funny.
Yeah, for real. Speaking of, Kail, remember, you're not going to remember this. Alessandra, you're my saving grace because you'll probably remember. Do you remember there was one episode where I was talking about this TikTok creator? She does like comedy skits. Like she's always like, leave it in the comments, like, or drop it in the comments, like about Kyle. And we were talking about it because she does like well thought out comedy skits and how much it like takes to be able to do that.
Okay.
Do you remember it, Kail?
Yeah. Oh
No.
No.
Wait.
Wait. Christy Howard.
No. Her name's Veronica. And she does like well thought out anyway. She just got announced as a new SNL cast member. Yeah. She's gonna do so good on the show.
That's why I love social media. It like makes things possible for people that like you couldn't even imagine for like your wildest dreams.
But that like it makes me so proud. Like I've been watching her on TikTok for years, and like we were talking about just how much time it takes to be that funny, like to put that well thought of like a script into like a full like sketch idea. And that's what her entire TikTok was. So to see her get that like recognition is like just really cool to say.
I think that people are still sleeping on creators. Like we're seeing a little bit of a rise in creators getting bigger opportunities because of their following, but I still think they're so slept on. Like I think that, I mean, I'm seeing creators like huge, like massive followings. And I do wonder like what is like the psychology behind like not picking up somebody for a certain thing, right? Like the Real Housewives, their daughters are getting their own show, like their own season of like the Housewives' Daughters. I don't remember what it's called, but like shit like that. Like where is the Teen Mom Kids getting their own show to talk about, or even just like a Where Are They Now special? Do you know what I'm saying? Like we are sleeping on these massive creators, or even like the podcast industry that has blown up. Why can certain people sustain a long-term podcast? They have to be interesting enough to like Tana Mojo and Brooke should have been had a show.
Yeah.
I
guess it's also, but like their money, like there's so much money in social media that they're making that like
they don't necessarily like need a show.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look at like Moms of TikTok, like the whole like Mormon Utah situation that made. Are they still filming? Like, do they have a show still?
Yep. A lot of it is too, though, is that like surprisingly so, to hire a creator, depending on their following and their engagement, is more money than to hire a traditional media star because creators are very expensive. So that's why you're seeing also a rise in like smaller creators and brands using those, because your budget goes further and you're getting maybe more eyes on it if you're spreading it out through a bunch of people versus one person. So it's a lot about money. And then TV's dead. Like nobody watches TV.
You know how Teen Mom showed like 4 or 5 of the moms and like the different stories? I have that myself. Or we could merge the worlds and it's like Kail's world, Becky, Alessandra, Kristen, Lindsay. Like, why can't we go that route? Because you guys all have families and different dynamics. And, you know, I think that would be really cool. And it's like, how do we make it work? And I don't know, like, how do we like function with like the friendships, but then also the work relationships? And like, not everyone can do that. Not everyone can work together and have friendships. Like some people, like their friendships are over and they can't do it. You know what I mean? So I just feel like there's so many ways to spin it. But I guess to your point, like I know Bunny was filming a reality show and putting it on her Patreon. Why would she go to TV?
I've been saying it though. You should do your own mini series on your Patreon.
It's also just difficult, right? Like to find when you're doing a show, like, you know, when you were doing a Teen Mom, there were days like they'd be like, hey, I'm coming from this day to this day, from this time to this time to film. finding time and scheduling and then like a team that can also go there to record it is just such a big endeavor that I don't think people don't know. They shouldn't know, right? They shouldn't know. Like when you have a final product, that's what you want them to see. You don't need them to know everything that's going in the background because it kind of takes it away. It's also why I can't watch TV because I'm
Yeah.
watching all cuts, I'm watching angles, I know exactly how it's being made, and I can't watch it anymore. And it's just not enjoyable. But it definitely is just the market. There is
Yeah.
no money. There is no money in TV. Our economy is absolutely trash. So companies and corporations are trying to go small. And then also you've got the rise of AI where you don't even need real people
Can
anymore.
we talk about that really fast? Emily sent me a TikTok that was made solely by AI in my voice, like my actual voice, that I was like voicing over this video and like saying all these things that were not true. And I texted in the group and I was like, should I talk about this? Kristen and Kayla both said to talk about it because it'll like raise a little bit of awareness. I'm actually terrified by the rise of AI and like I was scared before, but I'm even more scared now because the shit that they were saying in this video in my actual voice is terrifying and insane.
I like it was someone if someone posted it.
Yes, it's like up on TikTok in real life.
That's terrifying. I think they're making it now that you have to like label it as AI.
Okay, well, that one specifically is not labeled as AI. And what scares me is like back in 2020 when somebody that wasn't using my voice like pretended to be me. And obviously, like, even at that time, Chris disputed, like, no, that's not Kail. No, that's not us arguing. Like, Chris disputed it on my behalf, which I was thankful for. Like, they were using racial slurs back then
Mhm.
in what was supposed to be my voice. Now that AI is a thing, those same people can literally use my actual voice and say racial slurs and things like that. And it's like, what do I do at that point? Because no matter what, even if you sue, you may not get the damages back, number one. And number two, it's still out there. Some people will not know that you sued and it wasn't AI, or that
Yeah.
it was AI and that it wasn't you. So it's like the damage is already done.
There was just a situation where a child committed suicide because like ChatGPT told him to.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't realize ChatGPT told him to. I thought
and
he
told
was
him
like,
like how to do it. But here's the thing, like, and I'm not saying that I'm not victim blaming by any stretch of the imagination, but he had to like keep talking to the bot, keep asking it specific, distinct questions to get to that point. It's not like if right now you went to ChatGPT and said, "How do I kill myself?" They're not going to be like, "Hey, that's a good idea. You should go do this."
Yeah.
But it's the safeguards and stuff because it is so new that it's such a gray area where the family's trying to sue OpenAI for that.
Yeah, I
I,
mean, it's a slippery road to go down, right? Because like, how do you? I think that the world is just going to become a place where like you don't believe anything until like unless you see it for yourself, like in real life, right?
yeah.
Like the bouncing bunnies on the trampoline.
No, and the bears. I thought those were real. I was fucking completely. Me trying to explain to people the water cooling system for AI, like people were floored just like me. And I
Mhm.
couldn't find it on Google the same way that I think was it Lindsay? I tried to show her, I think it was, or maybe it was Emily, I don't know. Like water cooling system. Like we should not be making efforts like that. Those are grand fucking gestures for people to abuse AI. Like, let's please just like use it for like the greater good and not for framing people into saying things they or like making videos. Cause at the end of the day, like, you're going to ruin people's lives.
But then do you also go down the road of like it being like you could just say anything is AI, like that wasn't me,
I
like
thought
it.
about that too, like denying, okay, that's not me, that's not me, that's not me. You could say it until you're blue in the face, but like if it really wasn't you, like you're fucked. This is just my own opinion, but I think I've done enough of that. So if everyone could just pick a new person to terrorize,
Or let's just not terrorize anybody. Let's get some hobbies. Let's read.
let's get some hobbies. Yeah, let's use our energy for the greater good. Let's not use AI to destroy someone's life simply because you don't like them. Because my life doesn't affect your life. Somebody else's life doesn't affect your life if they're doing something you don't like.
Yeah, speaking of hobbies, Kale, how is bike riding going?
It's going really well. I have been doing about half of what I was doing before my surgery. And my biggest complaint is being hunched over because I'm so tall and my seat doesn't go down any further. And then like no matter what, I bought this new seat for my bike, right? It's like a wider pad or whatever. Is there any other options? Because like it's still going up my vagina and it's not a good feeling. So like bike riding is great, love it, get a lot done in very little time, but it's just not comfortable.
I think that's the whole thing with bike riding, though. I think you just have to do it consistently where, like, it doesn't bother you anymore.
Mm.
Like, I don't think there's a way to. I don't know any. I'm not a bike rider, so I know how to
So
ride a bike, but
okay, well I got like it was rubbing in my groin.
you could get one of the seat bikes,
What the fuck is that?
like a bike that like you're sitting down and pedaling.
Send me a link.
Oh my god!
Do you know my kids harassed me last night when I went to bed? When I lay with Creed sometimes to go to bed. And Lux comes in there and he's like, and don't forget to get on the treadmill. You said you were going to use the treadmill. And it's like, you can only do so much in a day. Do you know what I mean?
Here you go. I'm putting it in this chat.
Oh, what is this? Oh my God, they have one for kids. I have to have this. I have to have this. This one with the kids on the back. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I need that. Whose idea? Did you just like Google that and you were like a seat bike?
No, I've seen them before. And like I know they make them for people that are paralyzed too, so that like you can be like
My lip is paralyzed. No, I
Yeah.
have to get that. No, because the way that the kids would, no, they would love it.
Then you can take them with you. You're all set. You're welcome.
I need that fucking bike. Is that a fucking trike? It's a trike.
It is the one that you showed is a
Fucking
trike.
trike. With the fucking basket. I could go to the fucking farmer's market.
Do you go to the farmer's market now?
No. I could go to the Amish market though. Do you go to the I don't even think we have a farmer's market
You
here.
100% have farmer's markets around you.
Where?
All
Here's
over.
this. What?
Did I ever tell you guys the time that someone signed me up for fucking Farmer's Mingle? And I started getting all these emails from like farmers,
No way.
farmers date. Yeah.
Listen, farmers are hard workers, so
They are, and they got money, farming money. But now I feel bad because actually I've seen two different farmers. One was like a rescue farm, and then the other one was a horse sanctuary come up on my TikTok of like they're on the verge of losing their farms. Could you please? They're like, we're not asking for money. We're just asking you to watch this video for 10 seconds or whatever. And it's farmers. And that makes me so sad.
This country isn't built for small businesses.
And then you have people are like, shop small, shop small, shop small. And we're trying, and then they're closing down because people are not shopping small.
Something funny happened to me, and you were involved. And I wanted to bring it up because I thought it was worth bringing up on this podcast. So you know how? No, you're involved in it. Alessandra, you're involved too. You know how on TikTok there's a feature, if you're listening, if you don't have TikTok, you can like share a video with people. And then sometimes if you click on a bunch of people, there's a button that says share individually or share as a group. Well, I accidentally sent a TikTok and clicked on a bunch of random like people that don't really know each other, but they are my friends individually. And I added them all to a group on TikTok. And I accidentally sent it. And then fucking Kail sends a video of Rose in that TikTok, in that TikTok group. With people Kail doesn't even know.
Did you mean to do that?
Yes.
Oh, it was a mistake when I saw it.
No, I was like, I feel like whoever these people are need to see this.
You said, you know what? Bet.
Bet. But
There you go.
maybe they didn't know who Rose was and they needed to know.
No context, you just sent it.
Just send it because you just never know who needs to see something. You know what I mean? But I think Kate responded and was like, Rose fans stand up. And I was like, fuck yeah, like someone gets it. Someone fucking understands.
Have you ever been on the receiving end of a man doing that, where they put a bunch of women in a group chat by accident? Because I have.
No, if that
No.
ever happened to me, I would fry them the fuck up. Like I would get on this podcast and talk so much shit.
On Twitter, it used to be a similar thing that it is on TikTok, where you could either put it in a group or you could send it to everybody separately. Well, this man's not very smart, sent it to every single woman in one group, and everyone was like, hello.
Hello? Like
Could you
what?
imagine being on the receiving side of that and like, I would
I
have a
mean,
lot
we
of
weren't
fun.
dating or anything. You're just like fucking around, So I laughed, but like, I'm sure someone in there did not laugh.
Yeah.
No, and what's funnier about that is like now you've given up. If you were talking to multiple people in that group, you just gave it up.
Oh yeah, I mean, he literally, when he came in and saw that everybody was in there, he goes, he literally said, "Oh well, jigs up." Like, he knew he was caught. What was he gonna do?
Oh, I would have been, oh my God,
Like,
that would have been so
jigs
funny.
up, man.
Big is up. Actually, one time I went on vacation with this guy I was dating and found out that he was cheating on me with two other people. So I put him in a group chat.
Love, love.
Just put him in a group chat. I was
That
like, you know
sounds like
what?
something you would do.
I wouldn't do it in today's world. I would just silently exit and remove myself from the equation. Like I'm too
Yeah.
old. But like once upon a time, you were going in a group chat because at the point that you think that you're monogamous with someone, and you're now being put at risk because someone is lying to you, like that's not okay. So like for
Mhm.
me, it was like my body, like I don't know what these other girls have. You know what I mean? I mean, like today, I would just remove myself from the equation. Actually, today, I'm not putting up with anything. If someone wants to entertain other women, by all means, I just will. You don't even get the opportunity to explain yourself. You're not even getting the opportunity to be like, you know what, I will pull back on these other people. No, like you're talking to other people and I find out, I'm done. Like we're not.
I'm not here for a competition, you know?
No. And I don't have fucking time. I'm getting old. I want to build a life. I want to plan fun stuff. I want to like do life with someone. Like I do not have time.
You and me both.
So that's where I'm at. Is there anything else on your list? I'm actually ordering pins because I got this like cute bag that I want to decorate and I'm ordering pins for it instead of I got patches to like iron on like a child because I'm a child. You know you know what I found? I've been doing a lot of like things that are for children and I'm
That's
33.
good. That's good. That's good for your inner child.
It
Is
is
it?
good.
I thought because like one of my girlfriends, she does like all kinds of arts and crafts and stuff. And I'm like, are you ever gonna wear that stuff? Are you ever gonna do it? It doesn't matter. If it makes her happy to fucking do it, just do it. And so then I
Yeah.
started doing it and now I'm like, can't stop, but I feel like a child. Like I feel like I'm too old to be doing the stuff that I want to do.
No.
Isn't that weird?
Natasha crafts all the time.
And what does she do with the stuff?
It literally, like, I think because like her job is so hectic that it's just like something that brings her like kind of peace and mindless with, and like she's good at it. Like she'll
Okay.
like sew on things to pants. She's like into like wiring stuff now. She's picking up sewing. Like she
I just be
loves doing
crafting.
crafty things. Yeah, so I support you crafting. I think that's good for your mental health.
Thanks. I would love to have a space in my office, but it's just too much. So I just keep accumulating shit.
I think that you could rearrange your office to have a craft station.
That's another thing people have been asking on TikTok about a build update. We did not move forward with the build. I have my plans still with the architect. We're busting at the seams in this house. Like busting at the seams. So I got to figure that out. There's literally we don't have anything, no space. Like we have nothing.
Godspeed to you.
Mhm.
I there was this we were talking about TikTok. There was this something I want to bring up. I don't know if you can really answer this, but let's see. This is another would you rather question.
Can't wait.
The would you rather question is funny because I also added a comment that made me laugh that I read with it, but would you rather sleep in a twin size bed for the rest of your life with your partner or separate rooms?
Oh, that's tough.
The comment though was, I don't know, girl. I'm gonna keep scrolling. It's so funny. People are so funny.
I don't know, girl. I'm gonna keep scrolling. I'm gonna go separate rooms.
Alessandra?
Oh, fucking separate rooms. Absolutely the
Because you
fuck
can
not.
have sleepovers in your separate rooms,
No,
but
you
I'm not
can't.
sleeping. Y'all know I'm a big bitch. Like, there's no way.
I'm going with the twin bed. If I Leah, if I had, that's like my best case scenario. We walk in somewhere and they're going with twin bed.
Alessandra, this is sort of unrelated, but I've always, and I guess for you too, Becky, because Baby Bex is so new,
Mm.
and don't take offense to this.
Oh God.
How do you decide what time to go to bed if you don't have kids to wake up to?
Oh, I just go to bed when my body's tired.
And then, like, how do you decide what time you're going to wake up?
Well, I like to get my like usually everyone's hitting me up by 9, so I like to have at least an hour to myself where I can just read and like be not a human being. So I'm getting up by like 7:38 every day.
Mine's based on just how many hours of sleep I need. Like if I don't have something to do the next day, I'll stay up a little later.
But I guess I just, like, I feel like, and tell me to fuck off. I don't care. But,
No,
like,
valid questions.
if I was like, not an employee, like, if I worked for you and
Yeah.
you had this podcast, like, why am I waking up at 9? I don't have kids. What the fuck? Why would I wake up I'm waking up at 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's whatever your schedule allows. Like when I had less responsibilities, I could wake up a little bit later if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the mornings. I used to wake up every day at 5:36 a.m. when I nannied because I had to be at work at 7 a.m.,
So you needed
7:30.
like time and like
Yeah, so I
ready.
needed time.
The schedules that, like, and I'm talking about everybody, traditional jobs,
Yeah.
non-traditional jobs, whatever. Like, I just don't think that the hours that we're forced to be up are productive. Like, I
Mhm.
would be more productive with like an 11 to 7 situation, or like a
Yeah.
12 to 8, even maybe not 12 to 8, that sucks. Like something like a 11 to 7 shift
10 to
or something.
6. Yeah.
10 to
But
6
that's
would be good.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you get. Like you see me hitting you guys up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock because I either had like a doctor's appointment or my period came and I slept in and nobody needed me at 9 a.m., you know?
Yeah.
So that is the nice part about this job specifically is that as long as you get things done, that's what I always tell the girls. I don't care where you do it and what time. As long as it's done and done on time, I don't care.
No, I
Like I
literally
don't
don't
care.
care. And you could do it from anywhere, which is kind of
Yep.
nice too.
Yeah. Yeah, it
I
is
think
really
it
nice.
also depends on what stage of life you're in too. In my like 20s, I would rather be up till like 3 a.m. than like now I have like no interest in staying up. Like I just want to go to
Mhm.
bed.
No, I just want to go to even, but like last night I went to bed, like got into my bed around 10, but I was like, I still have to read for a little bit to like wind down.
Yeah.
But the 6:30 alarms, I mean, and truly I got ready this morning. I started getting ready at 6:30 and I was like, the fact that I'm saying this out loud to myself is like, I should be getting up at 6 instead of 6:30,
Mhm.
but I just can't wake up in the morning. But I also have low iron and I'm not taking my iron. So
Dude, I can't imagine your life in the morning. Waking up at 6:30 in the morning and then immediately waking up and it's just overstimulation immediately upon starting your day. The rest of my day would be fucked.
yeah, I will say on the first day of school, was rough because I woke up to a massacre in my bed. Like, I bled through my tampon and everything. And I was like, and then I had to, I shower at night. I'm a night showerer. Sometimes if I have time, I can shower in the morning, but mostly I shower at night. So like having the massacre, and then I immediately had to shower, which I wasn't planning on doing. And then I had to do this and then I had to do that. I was like, oh, this is going to be a rough day. So it was really rough. But I think if I start waking up at 6, it'll be easier for me with all the kids. And like, I can be ready before I get, because sometimes I would get everybody up. They would be getting ready. I would be getting ready and then tying up loose ends. That was always chaotic. So I feel like now I'm going to have to start waking up at 6 to get ready before everyone's getting ready. Lux is so funny because he started his ADHD meds and he's like, we're twins. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't have my meds because my doctor didn't show up for 2 back-to-back appointments. So I'm just waiting on mine and then we'll be twins.
I was wondering if you were off your meds. Yeah. I was like, hmm.
Did you not think that was like an okay thing to like? You can ask. I was
There's just a
wondering if you
couple
were.
moments of a lot of like pivots, which is normal for Karma and Chaos. But I was like, huh, I wonder if she's off her meds.
Yeah, I'm absolutely off my meds, but I have an appointment next week, so I'm going to be getting back on them.
I screenshotted a message that someone sent me when I was, you have been gone, but we had an episode about this already, but we talked about Bex meeting his donor and that whole experience, which was really beautiful.
Oh,
But someone sent me a really cute message that I wanted to read, if that's okay with you.
okay, I'm down. Tell me.
It says I was a surrogate twice for a family. Jason and Jeremy. We had an instant connection the first time we met them. I didn't expect being a surrogate for them would bring us another family. Jeremy and Jason are the absolute best parents, and being able to give them the gift that is an incredible feeling. But what they gave me and my family was also amazing. They showed my two kids that love can look many different ways. It's not just a man and a woman. It showed how helping someone can have such a major effect on someone else. Not only did I make two dads become parents, but I also made parents become grandparents, aunts, and my eyes are getting wet.
I know mine
I
too. I'm
forgot.
literally like,
But I also made parents become grandparents, aunts, and uncles. Thank you for using your platform to inform people about sperm donation, IVF, and embryo transfers. I wish you and your family happiness and congrats on baby Bex.
oh, my heart. I literally have chills on my arm. My hair is standing straight up,
Wasn't
and my
that
eyes are
so
wet.
nice?
I think that so often we get so caught up and mixed up in the conversations surrounding like pregnancies and things like that that we do forget, and we forget how often people do struggle to start families, and it's not,
Mhm.
you know, not everyone can just do it and get pregnant on accident like me or something. Other people really struggle. No, and it hurts my heart because there are really, really good people out there that deserve to have a family and be able to
Mhm.
procreate. And like, I don't know, I just think it's really cool that people are so selfless that they will do stuff like that to give that to somebody else, because you don't know that person from a can of paint. You don't know,
I hate
you know
that
what I
fucking
mean?
thing. Yeah, I do.
You don't know
Yeah.
that person from Paul.
Yeah.
So, is that better?
Yeah.
Um like there really are people out there that are willing to just do it for somebody that they don't even know, and I think that's so incredible.
Yeah, it's just, and like for us, I think I said this before, but like for us, the complexities of feelings are something that everyone in the situation is feeling. Like Matt and Justin also have to go through those complex feelings of their family building, and I think that's what makes like at least our situation so beautiful is like we don't have to think otherwise. Like this is how we're starting our family, and this is how all of us know our like family building. I just think it's really you know throughout that experience of sharing that I had like a lot of people reach out that were donor conceived too, that like thanked me for being open and about our journey because it is different than a lot of other people like using a known donor in that way. um but it was just really cool. I will say Lee and I were at somewhere yesterday or 2 days ago, and this little girl came up to us because she wanted to meet Bex. Don't know how old she was. She was probably 6, 7. I don't know. Could have, whatever. And she was asking a million questions about Bex and like all these things. It was really cute. And then she was like, "Well, like which one, like who's his mom?" And Leah was like, "Well, we both are." And she looked at both of us and was like how's that possible? And we both kind of froze because like like I haven't been in that situation. I'm sitting there like it's not my place to put like to educate this child on the complexities of family building. Like, am I going to get beat up for like even saying that Bex has two moms? Like, I don't want to like cause any issues. And then like Leah took a couple beats and was just like, oh, like, some people have two moms and some people have a mom and dad. And that was it. Like the conversation ended. And I was just like, wow, that was a lot easier than,
Well, what's crazy is like a lot of kids would be so satisfied with that answer and just
yeah,
not think any, like they don't think anything of it. It's like, oh, like I didn't know that there was like another and then they just go about their business.
yeah,
Which
yeah,
now that you say that, did you see the bullshit with Snoop Dogg? We have to
yeah.
talk about it because, and I know it might be a little bit like not like a trending situation by the time this airs, but I reposted it on Facebook because Marlon Wayne says like I guess him and Snoop used to be friends, and he
Mhm.
was like the Hollywood agenda is not to make kids gay, it's to make them empathetic. And
Yeah.
so I started reading the post or whatever, and I did not real like I didn't even think about the fact that like Snoop Dogg has like naked women, lesbians kissing each other in his like music videos and in his music and all this, that, and the third, and that's not doing anything to people. He didn't think anything of that, and now you're worried
Mhm.
about Disney putting, you know, gay
Queer.
families,
Yeah.
like queer community in their stuff, and it's just like,
It's just, I mean, it's a conversation that will constantly be a broken record, right? Like it's queer people are raised in a world that the representation that they see is always in hetero, like Disney, right? Like it's always hetero relationships, and that doesn't make them less gay. Like seeing two straight people together, like they're still going to be gay. It's just like having that representation doesn't hurt anyone. It's not sexual, it's not anything other than just showing how different families are built. Like why shouldn't our family be portrayed in a Disney, scenario just as someone else's?
do you think they would ever depict someone with 4 baby dads?
Oh,
Some families look like that, Becky.
they do.
Some babies have half siblings. All of their siblings are half. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, fair.
I'm just saying.
I will say that people probably would get less pissed about that than the gays. So,
No, truly, which is actually concerning because
yeah.
um
There was a TikTok I saw last night because bringing like it's pertinent to this topic. This girl, which I thought was really interesting, she's in her 20s, and I think this is a really like more modern take on families. She has two moms and two dads. So moms are in a lesbian relationship, dads are in a gay relationship. Mom one met dad one at a separate time before they knew the other partners.
Mm.
Had a
okay,
baby together as friends.
like
Then
lavender situation.
yes.
Okay.
Then mom two came into the situation and dad two came into the situation. And now they're all parenting together. So she has two moms and two dads. She always lived in a house with four parents.
Interesting.
Together in the same house?
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that so cool?
No, that's so cool. And like 4 people for one kid to like rip and run all over town and like
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
to sports and stuff. Like I want to clone myself so bad. I feel like,
Yep. I think there's just so much love in that.
yeah.
And we've talked about it so many times that it's just so beautiful how there are so many different ways to have a family. And it's so for someone like at like I'm approaching 35 who doesn't have kids, and that's always in the back of my mind of like, am I going to be able to? The comfort of knowing that I can have a family in any single way. There's so many different ways. It's really comforting to me personally.
Well,
And
I'm
I just love it.
of like burnout of parenthood, like when there's
Mhm.
more parents. That's why like I'm like a step now, obviously it wasn't always easy, but like now when I think of step parents and like a third or a fourth parent, like if
Mhm.
couples remarry, that's like 4 parents to divide the responsibilities. Like the child is going to be happier because the parents in theory
Mhm.
are less stressed when there's more adults kind of taking on the different responsibilities. You're going to enjoy your time with your kid a lot more, you would
Yep.
think.
Yeah.
um if there's more people to love the child, in my opinion.
100%.
I don't think you should ever limit the amount of people that can love your kid, you know?
Yeah, heard that.
Good talk. You know what I've been thinking about lately?
Oh God, what?
I can't believe that you weren't at our wedding.
Yeah, remember that time that you didn't invite me to your wedding? Do you
Well,
remember?
I do, but
Okay,
we
we weren't friends.
we weren't we were friends for
No,
like
we
3
weren't.
weeks. We like had
No, we
talk.
were not.
We weren't friends, but like you reached out right before our wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I realized that.
Yeah.
But like that would have been weird though if you like
For
invited me
sure.
and okay,
Yeah.
so like
No,
no
yeah, for
harm.
sure. Because also like our best friends Carson and Kelsey, I think about it all the time. Like there's such core important people in our lives, and like we weren't at their wedding because we didn't know them during their wedding time, and it just feels weird.
Question, because I think I brought this up recently. You didn't have like bridesmaids and groomsmen, did you?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't also want that if I got married again. No, because truly, like I think about and like also inviting people to the wedding. I saw this thing on TikTok and it was like if you would not text this person randomly or randomly FaceTime them to
Hmm.
go get coffee or something, they should not be at your wedding. And I think that was such a huge mistake that I made at my first wedding. And I spent so much money to have 140 people there that I don't even know if I talk to any of them now. So I would want something like
You
more
talk
on
to
the
me.
intimate side. Huh?
You talk to me.
I do talk to you, but I would be
I
so
I
much
was
more
there.
selective. Um, but yeah, I wasn't at your wedding, but I saw your post where you showed where you got married, and then you guys did another picture with you
Mhm.
and Leah and Bex, and I was like, oh my God. That also made me want to like if I ever got married, like get married somewhere that I would be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Like somewhere like meaningful to you.
Yeah, because I mean, I got married at Adventure Aquarium. I don't think it really holds any significance in my life. Like, I don't know that the sharks really
You got married with the sharks.
I did. All right, karma chaos and a very wrong funeral. Amanda from Rhode Island here. My friend's grandmother passed away, and of course, I was going to the funeral. I complained a bit. It was early on a Friday, and I had to miss work, but I was doing the right thing. I got a message, saw quote Friday, and locked it in. What I didn't see was the part that said next Friday. So
Mm.
I show up dressed in black, ready to mourn, only to realize I didn't recognize anyone. I thought maybe this is just her dad's side of the family. Nope, wrong funeral. By the time I figured it out, I was already in line, fully committed. I shook hands. I nodded solemnly. I paid respect to a complete stranger because this is something that I would do.
I know.
I shook hands. I nodded solemnly. I paid respects to a complete stranger and whispered something vague, like she was really something. Ew, and my fucking lip. I can't. Was this karma for my complaining or just chaos? The kind that starts with a missed detail and ends with you pretending to know Aunt Margaret. Either way, next time I'm reading the whole thing. Honestly, this is chaos. It's not
Yeah.
karma. I think it's so funny. And I hope that you get to talk about this for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's definitely chaos. That's like harmless chaos, right? Like you could go to the funeral that you supposedly thought you missed, and then you got to pay respects to Aunt March, you
But
know?
not Aunt March, but like, what would you do? Like, would you take off work for the following Friday for another funeral? Like, how do you explain that to your boss?
Well, you're my boss, so I'd be like, bitch, listen what I did.
I'd be like, oh, fuck, you better go to the other funeral too. Oh my God. But like, on
Oh,
somebody that has like, you know, how they
yeah.
have like certain time that they can
Yeah,
take off or not take
absolutely.
off, like, what would you do? Would you just say, like, not go to the next funeral?
Well, if I really couldn't take the day off, I would tell my friend what happened and hope that that gives them a little bit of comedic relief in their grief.
You're like, I didn't go to your grandma's funeral because I went to the wrong
Yeah.
funeral, you know,
Guess
like,
what? I went to the
laugh so we
wrong
don't laugh
funeral.
so we don't cry. Oh my God, that's so funny. I kind of want to do, should I just like start crashing funerals now?
No.
Oh, just feel like this makes for a really good story.
What would you do? Would you like walk out or would you pretend to be a mourner?
No, I would pretend to be a mourner.
You would be like going up to the casket, paying your respects,
Like, but could you
sitting down in
imagine
the chair.
if you don't realize until you get to the casket?
Oh my
Like,
god.
imagine you don't, because like
No.
I'm thinking last year my uncle died and I like went, the first thing I did was make a
Yeah.
beeline to the casket because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just,
yeah.
and like my family was there, obviously it was the right fucking place, but like, what if it wasn't? You know what I mean? Like, I
And
would
then you look like
honestly
such a
say,
jackass.
take me out and put me next to the dead.
Oh my god.
Just
I don't know, like, would you shriek? Like, imagine you're thinking you're gonna see your dead relative in a casket and it's a random person. And then you look
like,
around and you're like, oh my god, I don't know any of these
wait, but like
people.
then you can't laugh either. You can't be like,
No.
like gasp and then start laughing because you're there by yourself. No, the way that I get so embarrassed so fast and so
First
easily
of
that
all, I'm
like
not going to a funeral or a wake by myself. I'm not doing it.
fair.
So, Like,
I would
no way.
probably just be sobbing for this person that I don't even know.
I would be sobbing out of humiliation, so it would fit right in.
I'm like, just lay me down next to this person.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's like harmless. That's so
No,
harmless.
yeah, harmless, harmless chaos. I loved that one. That was a good one.
That was a good one. No,
Okay.
no traumatizing.
Well, on that note, I'll see you next week. Actually, no, I won't see you this weekend. So I'll see you next week on the next recording. All right, where can people find you?
Hater25 for the haters. Come on over and take a listen. Kail, it's so good to have you back.
So good to be back. Don't forget about merch, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Love ya.
Love ya.